Today, I'll be predicting / pitching the 2021 Animal Crossing New Horizons events, so let's get straight into this. Before I begin with today's video, please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more awesome content. Hey guys, Captain Infinity here, and welcome back to another awesome video where today Nintendo has said that they want to keep updating Animal Crossing New Horizons for 2 to 3 years, and that means that there's going to be a lot of events coming in the year 2021, and today I'm going to pitch / predict some of those events and what they might be. But before I begin with that, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more awesome content just like this. We are trying to reach 100 subscribers by the end of the year. We have 1 month left. I don't think we're going to do it, but you guys can feel free to prove me wrong. But with that out of the way, let's get straight in. Seriously? But with all that out of the way, let's get straight into today's video. So how this video is going to work is that I prepared a few ideas and pitches and predictions for what I think the 2021 season is going to look like for Animal Crossing updates and events and all that sort of stuff. So we're going to be starting at January and going all the way to December. So let's get straight into it, starting with the winter update, which will cover January and February. Now first, we already know that there will be an update in late January and that it will introduce the Festival event with Pavo, but it's not actually going to be in January because it's always either been in March or February. So here it would be in February, just like it is in real life. So what would Pablo do during the event? Or Pavo, no, sorry, Pavo it is. So basically, what he would do in this pitch probably is he would give you fetch quests to get feathers like he did in New Leaf, but one of the cool new things here is that there would still be Pavo furniture, but there might even be new feather DIY recipes for you to collect, giving you an incentive. He might give you DIY recipes as a reward for finding feathers. It would be pretty cool, and also you would be able to play games with your villagers just like in New Leaf, specifically rock, paper, scissors. Now I think this would be a very fun event and it would be very festive and fun. There would also be a Valentine's Day event. Now basically it would work similar to Halloween. Leading up to the day, in Nook's Cranny you would find chocolates, and you can buy the chocolates, and then on Valentine's Day you would send them to your villagers in the mail or give them to them in person. And then the day after, in the mail, you could receive from villagers you gifted chocolates to, you would receive chocolate hearts, which are exclusive to villagers giving them to you, kind of like lollipops were during the Halloween event. Yeah, so that's my idea for a Valentine's Day themed event for Animal Crossing. Now moving on to March and the spring update. So next up we would have the spring update, which would cover March, April, and May. Now starting with March, there would be the Shamrock Day event. Now I think it would be cool if Daisy Mae and Tom Nook both co-hosted this event. Wouldn't it be cool if Daisy Mae sent you on fetch quests to get cool herbs and like crops and stuff and shamrocks, and maybe Tom Nook could give you a shamrock hat. Either way, there's lots of possibilities for this to be a fun event, especially if it was hosted by Daisy Mae, who I think would be a good fit for it. Next up for events in April, we would have an April Fool's Day event. Now on this day, Blanca would come to your village returning from New Leaf, and she would impersonate one of your villagers at a time, and if you recognized her as the fake villager, then you could get rewards, maybe like special cool items. That might be cool. So yeah, it would be returning from New Leaf. We didn't have it this year, but that's probably because Bunny Day was from the 1st to the 12th of April, but now since Bunny Day is probably going to be a one-day event like all the other newer events, yeah, it would open up space for a April Fool's Day event, and I think they should totally have that. Next up, speaking of Bunny Day, we would have Bunny Day returning this year. Now, it will kind of be a dumbed down version of last year because we all know it definitely needed to be dumbed down. Now, basically, Zipper T Bunny would return and he would send you on an Easter egg hunt where you would find eggs buried in the ground, and then if you can open them and have surprises like chocolate returning from like the Valentine's Day event, or any other things like prizes like balloons or stuff like that, that might be cool. But like, yeah, rewards inside the eggs for that would be cool for the Bunny Day event egg hunt. Also in April, we might have a flea market event. Now, in this event, villagers will be selling and buying furniture from and for their house. Now, you can buy any furniture from your villager's house that you might want. But the cool thing about this is you can also give them wallpaper and flooring and any number of stuff for them to decorate their house any way you see fit. If you want, like, Raymond to have, like, a disco house, you could give Raymond a disco house. I don't see why Raymond shouldn't have a disco house. Now, that's actually a good idea. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. A flea market event like this would be good for people who want to theme their island's houses just like they've themed the outside of their island's houses. Finally, in May, we would have an international astronomy event, and in this event, the museum would receive yet another update, but not with the Roost, with an observatory with Celeste. Now, with Celeste, you would be able to do the same things you can do in previous games like City Folk and Wild World. You could be able to see constellations and make constellations. It would be a super cool feature. It was a super cool feature in City Folk, and it would be super cool in New Horizons. So I think they should have Celeste and her observatory return in the form of an International Astronomy Day event. Next up, we have Wave 1 of the summer update, which would cover the June, and this one wouldn't have any events, but it would add a new NPC in the form of Cap'n. Now, Cap'n would appear in his boat next to the dock. Now, he would be similar to Flick and CJ in that he would buy your sea creatures from last year's Summer Wave 1 event. Now, he would also sing you a song if you asked, and just like he did in New Leaf when he was taking you to Tortimer Island, he would be repurposed here to buy your sea creatures. It would be pretty cool, and you would also still get to keep singing songs. But you might be wondering, if Cap'n is here, what about Tortimer Island? Well, Tortimer Island would be coming in July, and bear with me because this is a big one. Now, Tortimer Island would feature mini games that you can play with your friends or online. You would be able to play locally or online, and you would also, in single player, be able to compete with some of the villagers from your town. And the island would also feature Tortimer along with Chip, Nat, and Joan, who have been replaced. Their roles have been replaced in this game, but they would have a chance to be here, kind of like a retirement home. Now, I have a few ideas for mini games here. Now, Tortimer could host a Whack Cornimer mini game, similar to the one in New Leaf, where you whack Cornimer or a Cornimer lawnmower on the head with a hammer. Now, Chip could also host a Fishing Frenzy mini game, where you have to catch the biggest fish in the group in 3 minutes. Nat could host a Bug Mania mini game, where you catch the rarest bug in 3 minutes. And finally, Joan could host a Crop Craze mini game, where you have to dig up the most red turnips, which were also in New Leaf, in 3 minutes. Now, Cap'n's family could also be here. They could run a Fruity Fun shop where you could buy exotic fruits like lychees, durians, lemons, mangoes, bananas, persimmons, and grapes. And the fruit that's available would rotate, and each of them would have a DIY set. But the cool thing here is that the red turnips, you could sell them similar to turnips back home, but they would sell for more. They would have a higher lower price and a higher highest price. And in August, there wouldn't be any events. Now, for the fall update, which would cover September, October, and November. First, in September, we have another big one. Now, this event is something that you might have heard me talking about if you watched one of my earlier Animal Crossing videos. This is me pitching an International Coffee Day event. Now, maybe Nook's Cranny could upgrade, adding the Roost Cafe with Brewster, and he would serve coffee just like in the previous games, but he could also serve seasonal drinks that you see your villagers walking around with, but they could also include like hot chocolate and mochas in the winter, apple juice and orange juice in the spring, lemonade and juice boxes in summer, apple cider and pumpkin spice lattes in the fall, and there's also a lot of other options like the things that your villagers have. And there would also be the barista minigame from New Leaf, and you can take your villagers' orders. There could also be like a normal mode where the villagers tell you their order, or a mystery mode where they give you clues and you have to guess their order. That could be pretty cool. But yeah, that's my idea for an International Coffee Day event. then in October, we would definitely see the return of the Halloween event. Now, I was thinking for Halloween 2021, wouldn't it be cool if Jack hosted a costume contest? Now, bear with me here, this is kind of an out there idea, but what if in October a little meter showed up in your storage and Enable Sisters of a clothing, and it had a little pumpkin icon and a score, and that score is how much Jack likes that piece of clothing, and if you have higher scoring things that you're wearing on Halloween during the costume contest, you'll score better, and the higher the score, the more points, and new pumpkin DIYs could be a reward for people who score high. That's my idea for a Halloween event in 2021. I think it's a pretty cool idea, but it is a little out there, so I wouldn't be surprised if that doesn't end up happening. Now, next up in November, we would definitely see a return of the Turkey Day event from this year. By the way, in my opinion, the best event in New Horizons so far. It was so fun. Anyway, back on schedule, what would we have for Turkey Day 2021? Well, maybe we could have new crops to grow, like squash, potatoes, kale, carrots, and beets. Because similar, you would farm them just like you farm pumpkins, and if you have at least 10 of them, you can cook them and to make food with Franklin. And it could be cool if you had more choices as to what you're cooking. Maybe you could choose 2 out of 8 meals from free categories: appetizers, main courses, side dishes, and desserts. Well, sorry, 4 categories actually. But it would be cool to choose more of the meals at your island's Thanksgiving. And similarly to this year, if you find all the secret ingredients, you could get extra prizes. Finally, they would have the winter update again. This one would cover December, and it would add a Toy Day event. Now, wouldn't it be cool if you have DIY recipes up until the 24th and you make toys for your villagers, and you can mail them to your villagers on Toy Day, and then you can mail them to your villagers on Friends Islands? I don't have that many ideas for Toy Day so far, mainly because it hasn't happened yet in New Horizons, so I don't know where we're going off of here. Sorry for that, but I may update the video and make a new video for pitching Toy Day in 2021 as a sequel to this video if this one is popular and after Toy Day happens. That's maybe. But that's all I have planned for this video. If you guys did enjoy, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more awesome content just like this. Again, we're trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you could help with that, that'd be much appreciated. But my name is Captain Infinity, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!